وأمروا بالمعروف ونهوا عن المنكر ولله عاقبة الأمور.
So that the most important thing is not for us to observe ibadat engagement. Most important thing is for us to apply sincerity and good intention, having good intention. And most important thing is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it as an act of ibadah. Some of us may not know, but sometimes you can worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and it may be easy for you to do that, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may reject it. Yes, say I don't want. Out of his struggle. That is why you see Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, while when he built this Kaaba and his own great son, not ordinary son, Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, he was standing here asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved that Quran. That is why he narrated it in the glorious Quran. It says, ويرفع إبراهيم القواعد من البيت وإسماعيل ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. And our Sheikh, former Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia, Sheikh Ibn Abbas, people don't doubt his wilayah. He's one of the top awliyaullah when he was alive. And Allah bless him to the extent that he doesn't talk much. His own talk is askar. Always mention Allah's name. They say we are talking to Allah, just be saying you will stop maybe you want to address you or want to address people. They say to the extent that they even call you that time they use land for all this. When listening to you, he will, and holding that phone, he will be praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they say as well, I've never seen that one. If he's eating, before taking food to his own mouth, he will remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the greatest wilayah. And when you read this verse that I just recited now, that is, what is that for the Quran? He whipped. He was doing tafsir as the way we are reading it, and he would not continue, and he whipped for about 5 minutes. And when he finished, he said that, Amo, this time somebody repeat it almost every year to ginger every one of us and motivate us concerning sincerity. Because without a class, our ibadah on this effort, you are just punishing yourself. Now you will not accept it. He said that Amr Makhsus, min Rabbin Makhsus, li Muhimmatin Makhsusa. He said that this is a special duty and task and order, command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah is special to a special prophet and messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ibrahim, Khalilullah. Even Prophet he asked us to ask Allah to bless him the way he blessed and then Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. For him to know that it is so significant. And his son also Ismail. But still, two of them, they were asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it as an act of ibadah. That's why you see Allah's people always, that's what they Somali repeat. Not that I've done it now I'm expecting Allah. It's not like that. They have observed the itikaf now, and in this Ramadan I have recited Quran about 10 times. Allah may reject it if you want. That is the reason why, please, whatever we do, whether secretly or in the public, we should apply that sincerity for us to not waste our time and our energy, so that on the day of judgment, we find ourselves maybe hoping that yes, you will get plenty and plenty of rewards, but as you reach there, you will not see anything. Yesterday, we did together, we discussed. And then Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. And I told people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned this of Musa in the previous Quran in many places. But whenever, if you are determined that you reflect on Quran, whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings his matter, we pick part of his own. This is his own story, this is story of history. He also wants us to learn from Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. And there is a way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored Musa. He is like a kind of like a prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's not up to him. Because what Allah did to Musa is that it's clear to everyone of us that وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke with him, he communicated with him without any tarjuman, no any interpreter. And he has never done that one to anybody than Musa and Prophet Muhammad. And the one of Prophet Muhammad, it happened just only once. When he traveled, he went to Miraj, Sama. Allah talked to him. And some ulama said that he even saw Allah. So when they were reaching him, that is, and then Musa is normally hear Allah's voice, but he didn't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He even made a request. He said, Ya Allah, I want to see you. Allah Ta'ala said, Musa, we are passing boundary. Yes. He said, Lam tarani. In Arabic, they call it Lam Zamakshariya or Abadiyya. He said, it's impossible. You can't. Musa said, me, I want to see you. Ya Allah, I'm tired of hearing your voice. Always, I want to know the person that I'm talking to. See level. Not that you cannot talk to even cat. This one is talking to Allah and Allah is responding. And now he said, Ya Allah, I want to see you. Allah said that impossible. Allah said, please let me see you. It's big a request. Allah said that when I come to concentrate on that mountain, look at it. If you can understand what will happen, so that now we will now move to the next level step. We want to test you. And when the son of Moses, he was looking at that mountain. And just Allah did not even appear. He just sent some light, bright one. And Allah Musa collapsed. Allah is not coming, he did not even appear at all. He said just light. ولكن انظر الى الجبل سوف تراني فلما تجلى ربه للجبل. He said Allah sent his own part of his light to appear on that mountain, not Allah himself. Fasa'iqa, and Musa collapsed. He doesn't even understand. He said, he could not even realize anything again. Allah said, Faramma afaq, and later he wept. And he said that subhanaka atubu ilayk. He said, Ya Allah, me, I've already repented. I cannot see you. And I will never make that kind of request. That's like some ulama, they are saying that even Prophet did not see Allah. And we were with them. But he was hearing voice, it's too much. It's only on the day of judgment that you see him. Then you worship me. And if you like to see me, I will not appear. And Allah will appear to you based on your deeds and your ibadah and your closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the son will be seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if they will even touch him. But you cannot touch him. And some will be seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like sun, far. And some like star. Based on your ibadah. That is the reason why Aisha asked her husband, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, when you travel to Sama, you went for this in Iran, did you see Allah? He said, I said, Nurun, Allah, Nur, Anna Ara, light upon light. How can I see him? And another thing he said, that man ahdathak, or man haddathak, Anna Muhammad Ara Rabbahu faqad kadhaba. Whoever tells you that Muhammad saw Allah, he has lied to you. He didn't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, no, he was just saying, no, Malakutullah. That's what they call Malakutullah. He was just saying, no, he's in the palace of Allah anyway. But Allah is too much. He didn't see him. Some of them say that he saw Allah, but he could not explain. You know, you may have a dream and you'll be trying to record. It happens now. You'll be trying, you wake up, you'll be trying to record, and you may not record. That will happen to Prophet. Some of them say that. And some you will see it clearly. And if you wake up, you will see everything clearly. As if something happened to you when you are awake. There's no any mu'jiza that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed and honored any prophet or messenger with that did not bless Annabi Muhammad with. No anyone of them. If we are talking about Annabi Yusuf, you know his mu'jiza, it's not all showing right there. His own mu'jiza is you know, in English, you are allowed to use that word that if a man is too handsome, you say a beautiful man. Because it's too much. Now it's like women. You understand me? They say beautiful. That's what Allah did to Annabi Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. And Annabi Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, they said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he created 100 beauty. And out of 100, he's using only one for us in this dunya. And that one, he divided it into two. And he gave Yusuf half of it. And the remaining one, that's what you are seeing. Someone will say, angel. Let's have from that half, I'm telling you. Because Allah is too handsome from that half. And the remaining 99, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use to beautify all of us in Al-Jannah on the day of judgment. Most especially, that is his own mu'jiza. Even some ulama of tafsir, they say that if Yusuf is passing by, his image, if people somebody see his image on the wall, like a cinema, like the way we use projector now. Some of them, they pass boundary, they say that. And I may not say that they pass boundary. If some, whenever Annabi Yusuf approach, women, some of them, somebody cut their fingers. Because of we can't control themselves. Because of his own beauty. We Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala beautify Nabi Yusuf alayhi salam. Prophet said that when I traveled, I went from Iraq. I saw Nabi Ra'aytu Yusuf. I'm quoting Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He said, Ra'aytu Yusuf. لَقَدْ أُوتِيَ مِنَ الْجَمَالِ كُلَّهُ. He said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him all the beauty. He said he just see brightness. He said it's too much. Shining. But they say if Annabi Yusuf is handsome, they say Prophet is more handsome than him. One of the companions, he looked at him one day and he was comparing Prophet with that Laylat al-Badr, full moon, that today is the Laylat al-15th of this Islamic month, and it's so bright. He said, I'm looking at his face and I'm looking at this moon, and I realized that he is even the brightness and the nur. The face of Prophet is even more brighter than the one of this moon. But you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not protect the beauty or the Jamal that he gave Nabi Yusuf alayhi salam. That's that woman follows him a lot. But the one of Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala secured it with haiba. Haiba means that you like somebody that you cannot misbehave before him. You will fear him. No, he's not harsh. And you can generate that one through your ibadah. People don't misbehave before you. Not that you are going to flog, or you are carrying weapon, or you have koboko, but they will honor you. They respect you. They say, it's there that we cannot talk in that way. That was Allah did to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But this Musa, Allah is telling us categorically, if you don't know the meaning of it, he said, وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. Not once, he said that I talked to Musa تَكْلِيمًا. Sifa lil mubalaga, that severally. And really, he said, if you don't understand, if they say somebody spoke with another person or he communicated, he said that's what is happening between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Musa. Therefore, he has this more appointment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I want to see. Allah will come and see me. And there's a way where you will go. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will talk to him. And he will understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And let me give you some tips or some ways that Allah Musa communicated with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to go, you know, maybe somebody meeting. The way if somebody wants to go for Umrah and say, pray Allah for me. Nowadays somebody tell Musa, because they be aware that he's going to see to talk to Allah, not to see him, but to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People now say, this one will say, I need this child. Somebody say that I need money. If you can come to Nigeria now, we say Musa just tell Allah. money, just money, that is it. And everybody talked to Anabi Musa, and Musa said that I will deliver your message before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See honor. Not that prayer, but he is going to we will tell him direct. And Allah will answer to each request. Now, you know your prayer now, you just pray. If Allah wants, it may come sharp. Understand that. If Allah wants, next year. If Allah wants, in the next 20 years. If you want in the next 40 years. Yes, that is it now. If you want, in Qiyamah, in Al-Jannah, they don't give you that. If you give you misbehave. And so maybe there is a serious calamity that is about to befall on you. And Allah will use that dua to divert that calamity and trial. If we even give you that thing that you are requesting for, with that calamity, you will not even enjoy it. That's why Allah does it. That's like any man or any sheikh, any imam is telling you that always if I pray, Allah must answer. He's a liar. Or maybe he's using jinn. That is reality. They say no, sharp, or say kun fa yakun. There is kun fa yakun. Wallah, it's not that you pray and then instantly Allah will answer. And we know you may have experience about it, I may have experience about that. But for you to say that always, even Prophet Muhammad, sometimes it takes him 1 month. It's not every day that sometimes it has to do with the situation. If it's something that's urgent, if we talk, it will happen instantly. And we have many evidences concerning that one. But there are some things, if we pray, wallahi, for 1 month, before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer this issue. He has answered, but he wants him to continue. And so that maybe you know how to communicate with Allah. And Allah loves to hear your voice. That one also is there. He will not give you sharp now. You that you are in the 80 camp now, if Allah can grant you all of your care, you pack your loaves and tomorrow, you go, even tonight, you let me just go. But Allah wants you to stay more, to weep more, to recite Quran more, to supplicate more, so that for you to get more and more of blessings and favors from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will not give you. Even me as an imam now, all what I'm requesting, if Allah can give you today, what are you waiting for? If you can tell me, if there is a way, that is Allah will show me that He has already granted, not only to the worldly things that we are talking. If there is a way that Allah will tell me that there is a guarantee of agenda for you now, yeah, I will go back home and rejoice. Although I will stay with you tonight and thank Allah with Qiyamul. But the remaining one, inshallah, you see yourself like that. That's why Allah will delay it. He will not do it sharp sometimes. And he is the one, there is map of our life, general one that Allah, database. You say this one is in need of this one is, you should consider this one, you should not consider this one. That is why Allah does it. And during the lifetime of Anabi Musa, alayhi salatu wasalam, people will come to him, as I said, and even Shaitan came. Shaitan met Anabi Musa, and he recognized, Anbiya, they are not ordinary, they are not like us. If if Shaitan come to them, they know. Even Prophet Muhammad this one is Shaitan. And Malaika, somebody come to them, sometimes they will take form of human being or something like that, they come. And Shaitan came to Prophet Musa. He said, I have request. He said, yeah, I'll do Allah. Which request? Allah's enemy. Which request again? You that are destroying people's faith. He said, tell Allah to forgive me. And then Musa, for Allah to forgive you. He said, tell Allah. Are you not compelling this? Just tell Allah, I'm suffering. Tell him to forgive me. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. You know, he reached, see, and he delivered all the message of the people that ask that, tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do this. If I need money, I need work, a baby, I need this thing. And he not deliver the one of Shaitan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, remain one. Remain one. Because that one is more important to Allah. The Shaitan is making requests. You know, as you are looking, you are listening to them straight now. Somebody may come that maybe you are not expecting. You will not be, he came. He said, Shaitan is making requests. Somebody has said that, Allah spoke with him, told him that, prostrate to Adam, sujood takrim, to honor him. He said, no, I'm not going to do that one before Allah. And now he's making a request, Allah to forgive him. And Musa said that, no, Allah said, I want you to remember, just the more request. And I said, is it a request of Shaitan? That one is not a request. How can I deliver Shaitan message before you? You also look at some people as a shayateen. Allah still love them, you don't know. Yes, you say it's a criminal, but you don't know. One musician in Lagos, you know, he was saying last year Ramadan, he carried Quran with his car and he packed some of his sisters and brothers. They are going for Tahajjud. He said some people, me, I don't want to mention their names anyway. He said some, yes, because it's like we are promoting them. We don't like them. But they are spoiling things, destroying things. You know, he said that he will be calling me, he called his name, he said he will be calling me, and I reasoned with him. He said that he's a criminal. This one is our last enemy. He said, well, now the day of today you're surprised. I will guess I'll tell them before you. Because you don't, you know, he said that you don't know what is happening between me and Allah. He said, you are just seeing what I'm doing outside, but you don't know what is happening. And for him to adopt and to conduct himself in that manner, in the month of Ramadan, is another blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He would have continued with his own distance, the way you offend Allah and you commit. But for him to say, that there is a connection between Allah, and people don't know. Only me know and my Lord. And he acknowledged that Allah is his own Lord, and he don't hide his religion, and he believes in Islam. He believes that fasting is compulsory, and he believes that this is the best time for a Muslim to seek for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness and rahmah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that it's simple. He said, what did he say? And he's aware of everything. But that's a protocol. He will still talk. He said, are you not aware? Allah will tell you. Everything that you are like, the reason why you are here, Allah is aware. Even all of your dua that you are going to make is aware before you make it. Even the one of Laylatul Qadr. Even the way you are going to construct your word is aware. He is the one that will teach you. Didn't you realize that sometimes you are observing Qiyam, some dua will just come to you? Yes, sir. You didn't plan for it, but Allah want to grant it. Say, ask me for this one also, because I want to do it. You don't even know how to pray. But this is the one, he will be teaching you that do the first rakah, do this one. First you do this one, do this one, because you want to grant your request. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Ya Musa, if you go back, tell Shaitan, that it is so simple for me to forgive you, if you can cooperate. Allah knows I don't want to hear Shaitan back. He said that it's simple for me to forgive him. If he's ready, if he can cooperate. Musa said that you want to forgive Shaitan. And Musa does not have any power concerning that. You cannot stop Allah. If you want to forgive somebody, you want to, because he doesn't discuss with anybody. He doesn't consult. He will never tell you that me, I want to bless Idris. I want to promote Abraham. I want to do this thing to Khalid. He will never say so. He will not tell anybody. He will just decide. And you people, for you to just watch, you just be seeing it happening. And nobody can stop it. You cannot block it. You cannot minimize it. You cannot say that it's enough. You can't say that it's only him. If you are saying it's only him, you are saying it's only Allah. That is it. Allah is working. He is the one. Tell Shaitan. Shaitan should go. They say nobody have knowledge about the way they bury Anabi Adam than Shaitan. You should go and locate this burial of this in the Anabi Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. Yes, grave, sorry, of Anabi Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. Prostrate before his grave. If you can do that, I will forgive you. Because we are asking to prostrate for Adam, say Lord, and if you are telling Adam is not the prophet, if somebody should prostrate before him. He said, if you can do that one, we will forgive you. And actually, Shaitan also is condemnable. He was even waiting for Musa to come. He said, what did Allah say about you? He said, Allah asked me to tell you that you go and prostrate before this Adam's grave. Because the reason why that we are punishing you is that you refuse to prostrate for Adam when he was alive. But now, go to his grave. If you can do that, I will forgive you. Do you know the response of this? The response of Shaitan? He said, but Allah can make somebody laugh. He said, somebody? Yes, sir. When they say it was already, even Allah himself laughed. For his own response, he said, somebody, I refused to prostrate before when he was alive. I'm not going to the grave. He said, impossible. All is qadar. Allah has written that he could never get the wrath of Allah. And his forgiveness is impossible. And that's why Allah kallam Allah Musa taklima. And I've told you people yesterday that I'm not going to say much about Anabi Musa because I've already given justice to that story of a qissa of Anabi Musa in Surah Al-Shu'ara. And here today our business is all about Dawood and Suleiman. But briefly let me tell you people, among the Anbiya'ullah and his messengers, and the same tradition Allah is using up to this point, whether you like it or not. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is normally denying them dunya. Because they did not come to this dunya. They did not come to serve as a dunya people, worldly people. They are here to rehabilitate people and to lead people to Al-Jannah. That is it. That's why I've been telling people, you see Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he came to this dunya but he didn't stay long. As if he just came to just deliver a message and to perform his mission. If not, see him, he was in Mecca as a shepherd and he was born as orphan. He didn't know his father. Even his mother, he lost his mother at the age of 8 or something like that. And after that one, he was there just suffering, orphan, just working for people, in farming for people, taking care of their animals. And when he reached age of 40, he became a prophet and messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he started calling people in Mecca. He spent 13 years calling people, hiding himself, just telling them, La ilaha illallah. When he reached Medina, he established an Islamic state. And when he was set to, and he was comfortable, that is, he is supposed to continue with his own life, Allah took him away at the age of 63. That is a big lesson. That is, he is telling us that those people did not come, like they are not part of you. They are just, they come to this dunya purposely to guide your people. That is why we hardly see any prophet and messenger that is so wealthy. Although a man of no idea, because of the people that they are living with, if you as a man you are not a multi-billionaire, some people will not even listen to you. That is a lack of knowledge about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not necessary for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enrich man. And some people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not enrich them, they will not look for it by force. And some of them will end up into prison. So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to humiliate him and to embarrass him that you are not mine, you are not my person. Out of Anbiya'ullah, you know their number, they are about 124,000 or 23 messengers and prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Out of 123 or 24,000, 313 of them are pure messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The remaining one are Anbiya. And you know if you are a messenger, you are automatically Nabi. But if you are Nabi, a prophet, you are not automatically a messenger of Allah. And if you be a messenger, you serve as a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are the highest. That is the highest thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give you. And out of 313, he mentioned about 25 of them in the glorious Quran. And out of those, this is 25, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is selected and he chose 5 of them as ulul azmi min ar-rusul, the most senior among the Anbiya and Mursalun. And out of this 5, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now chose Prophet Muhammad to be their head. No any that nobody is arguing about that. Nobody. Everybody know that is our organ. and they came before him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's the reason you see majority of them, some of them are even carpenters, and some of them are shepherds, and some of them farmers, and some of them haddad, that is those people, they call it fabricate this thing, maybe you need a sword or something like that. That's what they do. Because they don't come to this dunya. When Salah said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not, ma bu'istu jabiya, bal bu'istu nabiyya wa rasula. Allah did not send me to come and acquire wealth in this dunya. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent me as a messenger and his own prophet. That is the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Angel Jibril, ask him, do you want money? Do you want money? If you want money, we will turn all the mountain in Mecca to this gold and diamond, use it the way you want. And he said that no, me I don't need money. But they say even Prophet Sarah wanted to choose because you know it's not easy when to be poor. Poverty is terrible. Allah is asking, you want to serve as a Malikun and Rasul. Malik and Rasul. King and messenger of Allah. You know a king must be rich. Have you ever seen a king that is poor? He must be rich. No matter whether by force or by this thing or even the villages, causing people to be bringing their cheese and the oil will be higher. You have to be rich. But when Jibril was there, between him and Allah, and Jibril told him that, and Allah said, you want to serve as a Abdullah or Rasul, Allah's servant and his messenger. Sometimes you will get, sometimes you will not get. And Jibril said that he should choose the second one. And Jibril is his father, his teacher. He now choose the second one. Allah told him to go. That's why sometimes he spend 1 month in his house. They will not cook. They don't cook food. They just be eating them in date and water. And sometimes if somebody observe voluntary fasting because maybe he lack what to eat. If you look at everything, you change plates. You eat a particular food in the top, another one is a hope. That is a Allah has given you dunya. Not until you gather, you have houses here in Abuja and this in the UK, Dubai, it's not necessary. What really Allah can about this day that if you can, he said that look at it. He said, Man hasba minkum afa fi badari, whoever wake up among you and is healthy, amina bi sirbihi, and there is peace in his own society. He is not afraid of receiving bullet. You know there are some places, the country you cannot do this tafsir now. They got no peace. Aminat fi sirbi. Inda uqutu yawmi. He has food, his meals for a day. What will it take? It will take in the morning and in the evening. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about kind of a hizzat al-dunya. Is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he has given you the entire world. Do you understand me? When you have something, you don't beg anybody. Prophet Muhammad sometimes you meet his wife, say that, do you have something there? Do you have something there? Do you have something there? Do you have all of them will say, we don't have anything. Say, Anna, sorry, I'm fasting. He is fasting because he couldn't get anything to it. If you want to utilize, you want to use his position as a Nabi, a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get money, wallahi lazim you will get. To ask him, Allah himself asked him. And even people of Makkah, when he started, they said that Muhammad, this thing that you are bringing, we believe in you and you are not, you are extraordinary. One of our sons, and they say, do you want to become my people? And it's from Korea family, Quraysh, the best family. He said that we want to become the richest among us. So that we gather all of our blood and give it to you. Stop this thing that you are doing. No, we don't like it. See, Lord, or do you want to marry most beautiful? We gather all of our women, you pick the one that you want. Well, he was so sad about the matter and upset. Now said something, he said that Allah la udi ash-shamsa yamin wal qamara an yasari lan atruk hadha al-amr ma taraktu qad hatta yudhhira Allah ahlaka duna. He said, wallahi, people have capacity to put sun on my right hand and moon on my left hand because you want me to stop this mission. I should not preach anymore. I should not preach. I should not tell people this is the truth. I will never stop that until I will die or something will happen to me. But I'm still alive. And I will stop preaching. I will stop guiding you people, talking to this truth to people. He said that it's impossible. He said that it's impossible. That's when you see all of Anbiya except Anabi Dawood and his son Suleiman. They are very, very wealthy. Because so that people should not be saying, all of Anbiya, messengers of Allah and his own prophet, all of them are poor. Why? Allah, if I want, I can reach all of them. And the same that is applied to people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala today. You see majority of them. Only few mothers in Mary you see them as a billionaire. Yes, that the majority you see them managing with their own contentment. Because they are not here for dunya. If Allah will bless you as mother, not that to be maybe acquire this in the dunya. Those people with cars, many cars, maybe like a celebrity or something like that. It means that you don't know what you are doing. Or building houses. Where is Islamic Center? Where is the masajid? I say, I have one in Abuja here. I have another one in Lagos. I have another one in Dubai. I have another one in Guinea. I have another one in Mali. Yes. What? Will you sleep in one house? Atakulu kulla yomi alifa kapshin wa atakulu kulla yomi alifa kapshin wa talibasu alifa talking for talking. If you are even rich and you are wealthy, can you eat this thing 1,000 rams in a day? Or goats? You can't. Even the wealthy one, they don't eat. It's one somebody that lack, that is normally eat. You give them plate of food, they say no appetite. But that poor one, he can eat about 3 plates. He may not be satisfied. That is reality. But wealthy one say no appetite. Oh, you just take one. You just be going. Oh, you drink water, you just be going. And later he will be disturbing himself. You will walk and suffer yourself, stretch yourself for about 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. You are looking for money. But a wealthy person is joking because now he has already, there is fat. There is what they call it, he has a collection of all this. He wants to burn them because he has taken enough. And this one, poor one, he is suffering. Past it, maybe he's even sleeper, subhanallah. That is the time that he's using, looking for money, looking for wealth. There's somebody has already taken a lot, and now he wants to reduce, he wants to bonfire, so that for him to take another one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and let me tell you, Sa'alaba, don't too much, don't love dunya too much. And let me tell you, I normally tell my children, and you also do it as a therapy. If you are doing it, congratulations to you. Don't let them love dunya too much. Wallahi, it's bad. That's what is causing Yahoo, kidnappers, what they say that I must be rich. Because they believe that if you don't have gym, you don't live in a good house, people will not consider you. If people don't consider you, Allah will consider you. If you are a man, you are great. If you are not popular in this dunya, you are popular before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people, Malaika, mention their name. I'm not saying that don't look for halal, look for money. Because even Islam, let me tell you, there are some things we can't do it without money. Legitimate. Don't go and look for money by all means that I must be rich. It has been written when you are in the womb of your mother. That is, they say that, is it Fakirun AbdulGaniyi, Shakiyun outside, this baby, will he be fortunate or unfortunate? They have already written everything, although you answered, but you cannot recall. If you write it, if you are from the poorest family, wallah, you must be rich. And people will be saying that, that their family, now ask Allah now. The owner of them say, but their family used to be poor, now is a pastor now. Now he is rich. Yes. You will now say, they see that criminal that they saw, maybe when he was small. Sometimes they see, maybe he managed just to make 1 meal throughout of his own day. You will now say that well, this will Kabir and Kabir. This one is from my forefather. You know your fathers and they don't have anything. You that you build mansion, where is your father's mansion? The cars that you park that you are using now, where is the one that your father is left? That is your qadar. But Allah sometimes, He may use you. He may use your father for you because he's rich, he also will be rich. Me, I've seen somebody that is very, very wealthy. And he empowered his own son to be wealthy like him, his own first son. And he lavished the money. Everything finished and the business collapsed. He said that in my life, I must see you rich. He gave him another capital. He lavished the money. The business collapsed. He said that no, me. How come my son must be rich like me? He doesn't know that he's the one that is sharing it, rather Allah is the one that is sharing it. And the third one, he gave capital, more capital. He used the money, he lavished everything, and after that he run mad. Because Allah did not write it for him. That's why tell them to work hard, and you have to help them. Even, let me tell you, there are something that we need to discuss. Even in terms of maybe choosing course, you have to guide them. If they want to take something wrong, you have to take the one that will attract money. Halal money. Yes, now. Halal money. Not that all this rubbish that people are doing, you're so lazy, you don't want to work. Now there is Yahoo Plus, Yahoo Nar, there is Plus to Jahannam. I'm telling you, you don't want to work. Some malas, some criminal herbalists, they call themselves Mara because Babalawo he can come out and tell you that I'm Babalawo, I'm herbalist. They don't do that. You know how they say it's Mara. You now put one to ban like the one of Mumua, which is the original one. If you see them, you know that this one is forming. They be helping them. They guide your children to look for halal. Looking for halal money, it is another obligation upon you. And you must teach your children how to look for halal money. You give them tarbiyah. Look for money. So that you should not serve as a slave to your peers. I'm telling you. And I be seeing them that if you look for it in halal, wallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you his rosad. Look at Abraham bin Auf. When he reached Medina, he was homeless, jobless. He doesn't have anything. His brother Saad, he gave him part of his son, said, live here. He accepted it. He gave him one of his two wives. They choose any one of them. He said that I don't need any of your wife. You that you are committing sin with your wife, friend. Your friend's wife, you are committing sin with her, even before. You have all this secret with her. And now Abraham, he said that check one of my wife as halal, choose anyone. And you know one must be beautiful than the other one, right? Then he said, choose anyone. He said, I don't need your wife. He said, see my capital. Who can do that to him? This is my capital. I have 10 million naira. So that I will divide it, my brother, you will take 5 million naira. See somebody that he has 10 million naira in his account, for him to consider his brother that is suffering, lacking with 100,000, it will be difficult for him. Even so for him to remove 10,000 naira is another headache. Even 10 to 20,000 naira. Abraham said that I don't need your capital. That also shows that you don't beg. You rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you do tawakkul, rely on your descent, then follow up. Strategize. Abraham bin Auf, he said, take me to Medina market. And actually he took him to Medina market. He said, what do you want to do? He said, I want to do a kaya kaya. If people know kaya kaya, that is Abuja language. So that you go to, yes, yes. You just be carrying those now, people will pay you. You just be in the market. They do it now. You see, you buy items, all this thing, and someone will come, let me pack it for you to your car. He will give you small money. And if you don't know Abraham bin Auf, it's greater than any mother that you have in the world now. I'm telling you, Abraham bin Auf is one of 10 people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored them with certificate of Al-Jannah. The Prophet told all of them, he said that from today, do whatever you like, Allah will never punish you. Yes, anything that you want to do it. The same thing he did to Al-Badr, 313 of them. He said from today, do whatever you want to do. He will never ask you, he will not go in, no more punishment, no hellfire. They misbehave. They did it. They saw all of them, they could not even sleep overnight. They were just weeping, crying, thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are not like Imam. I say, Allah answer my prayer, I will leave. They did not leave, they continue. They are companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Abraham now started his own business. Making money, saving. You don't lavish money anyhow. You that you want your income weekly, you get 10,000 naira and you are eating a plate of food of 10,000 naira. Comparing yourself with someone that is wealthy, it's wrong. Or maybe your monthly salary is 150,000 naira and in a day you spend out of that money 50,000 naira. Allah will just leave you, okay, since your head is not really working, by the time that you test poverty, you will know what it is. I'm telling you. Because Allah has his own way and you must be intelligent enough to know how the way Allah is giving you his wealth. You must know. Me as I'm sitting here, I know the way Allah is giving me. If I misbehave, I know what will happen. Yes, you should be able to know. You as a salary earner, you know what is coming and you know what the one that will come. Like Sheikh AbdulGaniyi, may Allah will love you so much. So much. You know, Baba said that Alim to Shuyukh. I know my scholars, my sheikhs, my imams, my teachers, and what they taught me. what they taught me, and what I know their level as a scholar, and what I got from them as knowledge, I know. He said, وَمَا قَدْ عَلِمْتُ مِنْ رَبِّ الْبَرِيَّةِ, and the one that came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself. Here I'm not talking about knowledge. I want to talk about risk, money. You know the one that Allah is giving you monthly. But it's not that Allah will surprise you. He can give you times 10 of what you are making monthly. And anybody that spends monthly salary, if you check what you are spending, is higher than what you are making as your salary. Where are you getting the remaining one? From who? From Ar-Razak, Allah. You must know. If you don't know, you cause a lot of problem for yourself. If you are with some people, taking a plate of food of 20,000 and say, also I have 150 in my account now. Let me just take. The following day, you will be in trouble. If you not take it, you just look for the one of just 1,000 naira. Just take it and drink it and cook. And Allah will bless it. Right? We put bless and barakah on it. So that may the Anbiyaullah except Anabi Sulaiman and Dawood, they are very, very poor. Especially Anabi Isa, that is not so popular. They say that it's very, very poor to the extent that it suffered a lot. But does it mean you think that your money and your houses and your cars that will secure them for you after your death? It's not. I'm telling you. Even that one, I somebody tell people, all this that you are suffering, the houses that you build, if your children they are going to stay there, it means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not bless them. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really bless them, they say, are you staying in your father's house now? So if I've also built house, whether in the village or anywhere, are you staying there now? Do you think your children to stay there? They will never stay there. Because their own is different from your own. That's why some people can even go and commit stealing. It can kill. Because no, I have to build for my children. Yes, it's good. Build for them. But not from haram way. Allah has already designed their destiny. Some of them may not even like to even enter that house. They say, anyway, Baba, try. Even build their destiny bungalow. Now they say that upon the level of this thing, Baba, I say, I give you somebody crazy. He was not rich. I'm telling you, I heard one guy is talking about the father. He said that people are just praising him. Because what the guy he got now are not true from his father. It's from Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just arrange him from any other this and that. Allah did not try. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does this blessing. But the matter of Anabi Sulaiman, he is not an ordinary Nabi. He's a king. His father served as a king and prophet and messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to describe two of them together, he said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا دَاوُودَ وَسُلَيْمَانَ عِلْمًا وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ الَّذِي فَضَّلَنَا عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِنْ عِبَادِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. See, the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described them with is knowledge. The highest person is most knowledgeable, that work with his knowledge. That is reality. He said, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِ الْعُلَمَاءِ. Those they fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they really fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowledgeable one. You may see some criminals among them, but the real one, you see them because he has knowledge about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than you. And if you sit with him, you will know. That is, no, you will realize some things. Not that the way we rate it now, they don't respect ulama. You'll be looking at ulama as your messenger. How dare you? It's wrong. You have to honor them if you really honor Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you have to know that it's compulsion upon you to love them, not for their personality, but work because of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed upon them. It's not easy for somebody to be a knowledgeable. I'm telling you, it's not a small task. Allah chooses them. The fake one among them, you will know them. If you stay with them, you'll be using this language in talk, you will be misbehaving. And you yourself, you don't need anybody to tell you. You say, no, this one, no, it's not there. Yes, it's not there. It's forming. He's trying to join the queue, but it's not there. Allah did not include him. If you respect them, Allah will respect you. If you honor them, Allah will respect them. If you people, if you want to lead prayer now, you say Imam will say so, and you will be no anyone. If one can come here today now, he will pray behind an imam. He will never say that I'm going to leave Salah. Because he's a Nigerian president, he's not Sama president. That is reality. The ulama, they are the president of Masajid. Yes, they are the one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to them.
You will be hearing this in the sack Imam. But if Imam also misbehave, they sack him. If you are not sincere, yes, yes. If you misbehave, you are not sincere. Some people will come and give you money, talk. You come here and give you money on Friday. You say, I will shout on you, you will collapse. That's reality. But some people call you, this is what we want you to say. This one we want you to say, install this one, attack this one, and you are enjoying money, you are enjoying that money. Then the consequences of that thing will come, you surprise. But if you are sincere, let me tell you, you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do with you always. Because you are working with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you are mukhlis, you are doing it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not that you don't want anybody to praise you. You don't want anybody to say about that, you know them. Now, if you are even praising them, they just be going. When they are not after your praise, then they are doing it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why we should respect our imams, our spiritual leaders. In Islam, if they will misbehave, there's no way you are even right to talk to them in the public. You have to call them and call sincere people, those that are knowledgeable. Those are the higher personality citizen people. They are the ones that will talk to him secretly because he's a pillar. If you collapse, you also will follow him. It can mislead. As I'm doing tafsir now, you may not know, I may be paneling some things, I may be putting something to mislead people, but may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid. And you may not know, before you know, he has already taken people far. That's why in developed countries, they don't joke with their spiritual leaders. Wallahi. They honor them, they love them, they respect them. Because if you disrespect your imam, you are disrespecting Prophet Muhammad indirectly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the reason why they are so great, you know, Anabi Sulaiman is a king. Daud also is a king. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to talk about them, he started with knowledge. Because if you are rich and you are not knowledgeable, your money is nothing. Some people don't even value you. They say, no, it doesn't, it's not, no exposure. You know, risk losing is blind. It can locate anybody. It can go to somebody. I met somebody in the village last time. He said that under my bed, I have up to 10 million naira. Me, I have 10 million naira. And you may not know the way he dressed, the way he put everything. I said, you have 10 million naira, not your account. He said, I don't have account. I'm telling you. He said, I'm telling you. He said, I don't have any account. He said, my account is my bed. I said, they rob. He said, nobody will come. That is ignorant. See, because no knowledge. You can put 10 million in your house. And he's putting it, he's adding more money. He said, I want to receive my money. If I want to scream, I will look at it. Is it not better for you to look at it? That if the balance is still there. Why are you disturbing yourself? That is ignorance. That's why there was a day Shaitan wanted to enter a particular mosque. And Shaitan was hungry. And the Prophet in Medina, the Prophet came, he saw him. He said, what are you doing here? He said that I'm not comfortable because he said somebody is praying wrongly and they want to go and mislead him more because he's suffering of ignorance. But there is this one that is sleeping is alim, is a knowledgeable person. If I enter, he will wake. And if he wake, he will correct him. Shaitan is working, the way we were not doing anything. He's so busy. Because he has already promised another that we are now ajma'in. How we take all of them to hellfire? Since you send me away, you say you will not expend your Rama upon me, so that I will make sure that Adam and his own children, all of them, I will mislead all of them. That's why he's working. He said because of that Ali, that knowledgeable person that is in the masjid, that he is sleeping, because of I don't want to enter, because if I enter, he may wake. And if you wake up, you correct that person to pray properly. Knowledge is very, very essential. Any knowledge. The Sharia knowledge is the best one. That is reality. Somebody who doesn't will look at me or lecturers on this thing, that is reality. Because all knowledge that you have, it will head in this dunya. That you are honoring, wallahi. Anything that you know, that you use to serve humanity. I'm not saying that the ulama also should be arrogant. No, that one is also ignorance. You value everybody that you see. This is this brother, may Allah bless him, young brother. We hope may Allah give him bright future. There's somebody come here, every listening to our tafsir.
One day my laptop happened, no, you see, he was the one. Me, I cannot apply Sharia. If you recite Surah Al-Fatiha 10 times, it will not open. Yes, now, everybody has it. They don't do surgery with Fatiha. If you recite Fatiha 1,000 times, you kill somebody. And they will take you to jail. That is reality. Anybody that you see, when it is time for him to play his own role, you have to respect him. But you also respect that one. When you come to the masjid, somebody will know that he just says, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. It's not like that. It's beyond that. Imam al-Kubra, Sheikh Adam Abdullah ibn al-Alori, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant Baba al-Jannah. Again, I just want to quote because I love him so much. You know, Baba said that we have two types of imam. They say there is small imam, there is big imam. And he said that Allah Buddha yakuna imam amiran, la ma'mur. He said they don't command imam. You don't control imam. Imam will control you. That's what Sheikh Adam said. He said, who is small imam? He said, small imam is the one that is leading a ratib, small masjid. He said, you look at hajib, size of the masjid, and location of the masjid, and what is going on in that masjid, and what that imam is offering. That's when you know how to respect him. We know now, if you want to receive minister to this place, you know how to respect because of his own post. Sharia said that the same thing, you have to respect imam. And imam, he must be in charge. Not that you just be waiting for order. Which order again? Order must come from above, from Sama. He is received from Sama. That is reality. Yeah. Yes. Not that you not do be as if one man that is just selling vegetable that is just clean. The scholar is should be able to know what is going on, and he must apply wisdom. Hikmah must be there. Not that you just be behaving. Hikmah, you apply wisdom, you respect people. وَخْفِضْ جَنَاحَكَ لِمَنْ تَبَعَكَ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. As somebody said that we will respect those that respect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you don't respect Allah, we will not respect you. Wallahi. If you like moving away with billions of money, that is your, because I will never beg you. I will never ask you to give me. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا دَاوُودَ وَسُلَيْمَانَ عِلْمًا وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ الَّذِي فَضَّلَنَا عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِنْ عِبَادِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says one more verses concerning ilm. One of us should seek for knowledge. If you have worldly one, it's not enough. Seek for the one of akhirah. And I want to guide some people. Let me guide you. You know, now there's the development. Let me tell you, latest one that we will based on experience and we talk of it. Let me tell you, be knowledgeable as a medical doctor. See this guy now, mashallah. In the next few years, you will see him doing this surgery. Yeah, Allah should not make him to do this surgery. Say amen. Because somebody must sick now because they are dead. Maybe Allah will make you among the great and this thing. That's what we want. You will recite Quran, you do surgery. After your surgery, you call, you pray to people. From there, you'll be so powerful. You will receive your salary as a medical doctor. You come to the masjid with your big cars and tip and everything. You remove your what they call it and put al-qibba. If you like, leave people with your suit. They say it's not an ordinary man. Because that's what they value. He's an engineer. He's a medical doctor. If you want to even give money, say I don't need it. Yes, say I don't need it. And it will command serious respect. But you want him to respect. I met some guys here in Abuja about 10 years ago. I told them they were teaching Islamia. I said, go to university. So outside guys, I said, go and learn. I said, what you have is not enough. I said, will you continue to be teaching Islamia? But now that you have large family, how will you go? I said, go. And alhamdulillah, some of them are working here in Abuja in a very, very good and distant places. I'm telling you. I somebody thank Allah. Whenever they see me, they come that they come and visit me, they pray for me. They say, Wallah will have remained just teaching people Surah Al-Fatiha. I'm not saying that it's not good. You have reward. But what of dunya reward? You must get something. That's why all of Anbiya, you see some of them are Anbiya, and so they are carpenter. Some of them, they have their own profession. If you combine, it's better. Because you just come, selflessly sit down. You don't need anybody to give you anything. Because once you collect, there's no way you are collecting now. Some instruction will come, and you have to pay if you don't want to lose what you are collecting. Yes, but if you have your own way of getting it, you don't have any problem with anybody. One man I was giving them story in one place. All of you know him. I don't want to mention his name.
When they want to be guided, they say, I will stop your tafsir, I will not come to your mosque again. They started begging him. All of them, they followed him. He said, if you try it again, that is level. If you try it again from today, you will not see me. So that people now learn how to respect this spirituality. See them now. In churches, we know that there is reality. Some of them even know they are aware. Fake. And see the way they respect the elder. Because once you don't respect your elder, how do you present them? Who will not respect them? Who will respect them? But you also, as a imam and a preacher, you also respect yourself. Don't do anything that say, is he an imam? Is he our imam? Don't do that. You must make this in balance. ولقد آتينا داود وسليمان علما وقال الحمد لله الذي فضلنا على كثير من عباد المؤمنين. Lesson 2. If Allah bless you, you have to thank Allah. Yes, with any blessing. If it is knowledge, Imam Afiddin, Imam, wealthy person, mashallah, professional, this thing, mashallah, you are making it, and your faith, you have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, alhamdulillah, it may not be enough sometimes. If you are knowledgeable, me I will not sit in the office and say, alhamdulillah. I'm not knowledgeable anyway. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me, to increase me in knowledge anyway. But I'm not an ignorant person. That is reality. I'm not a giant, but I'm praying Allah to increase us in knowledge. You know, we say alhamdulillah, we don't preach, no tafsir, no Juma prayer, no lecture, no anything. What is the essence of that knowledge? You are not thanking Allah. As you are releasing it now, you are talking, you are releasing it now, it's like you are giving sadaqah. And it's impossible for any rich person to stay for like 30 minutes giving up his money. Who can do it among, we have big people here now. Who can do it? They should come out now. Come and stand between me here and share your money. If you don't have cash, so that through account. Nobody can do that one. So that sometimes Allah bless you, you say, alhamdulillah, Allah also. The one that will come to Abuja will not come with anything. Now see cash, see mansion, see popularity, see children, see everything. That's alhamdulillah. It's not that you have to give out. You are giving out, you are thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with brain. You have to use that brain. You go and acquire a particular knowledge so that you serve Allah and humanity as well in your future. Not that you say, I'm brilliant now, I'm smart now. Smart for what? What are you doing with that smartness? He said, وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّذِي فَضَّلَنَا عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِنْ عِبَادِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. He said, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that placed us upon over many of his servants. That is, we are not ordinary. He said, me, Anabi Sulaiman and Dawood, Baba and his son and his father, they are very, very significant. That's why you see their name in the Quran. This one is not Guinness, what do you call it? Yes, now it's not their name is Allah. It's everlasting. Their name is there. If you skip it, you don't recite Quran. If you say, me, I'm having issue with Dawood and Sulaiman, let me just skip. If you skip the second verse, you see Sulaiman and Dawood. You don't have option. Oh, alhamdulillah, and for you to be a prophet and messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's not by your will. It's Allah. Allah will just choose you. Yes. Not that me, I want to strive. I want to become a prophet and messenger. Impossible. And I wonder some people now say, you see criminal, but wearing suit or say a prophet. Which kind of prophet is for Allah? Or for what I don't understand? Prophet. Or maybe they may have another meaning for prophet. Not the one that they have another, maybe in terms of, because technically a prophet must receive a message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and a messenger must see Jibreel. Jibreel must come to you and talk to you. You can't become a messenger of Allah without seeing Jibreel. Jibreel must talk to you, he must bring a message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَوَارِثَ سُلَيْمَانُ دَاوُدَ. And let me tell you something, see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he now blessed even Dawood, Sulaiman, he ranked him than even his father. He gave him money and authority than even his father. And they will say in terms of knowledge, he's more knowledgeable than his father. And we have many verses of Quran that will serve as a backup. The time is against us. We round up now. They say, well, what is a Sulaiman Dawood? Sulaiman inherited his father
And there is hadith that is, Inna ma'ashar al-anbiya la nurath. We, Anbiya, Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we don't tell, people don't inherit us. Do you understand me? That's why when Prophet Salah died, Fatima and this, she was having issue. That Abu said that, property of Prophet Salah belonged to her. And what did he do? He didn't live much. He said, it belonged to a Muslim woman. I'm taking it to buy to the man. He said, this one is property of our father. See, our father said that, Inna ma'ashar al-anbiya la nurath. Nobody will share our properties after us. It belongs to our ummah. Because he serves as a father to everybody. Not for only his own immediate family. They said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Nabi Sulaiman and Nabi Dawood, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with about 19 children, sons, 19. And this Sulaiman, he was not the first son, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose him. That's the way Allah does it. And if you accept, you also be Allah's person for you to accept. And you say no, la nu'mina. Allah must give us, not him. You are not Allah's person. You must accept. If you see somebody making it, accept it. Maybe you are not able to him, accept it. That's the way Allah wants it. Maybe it's your junior brother. He's building. You don't even have land. Leave him. Pray for him. Maybe he has 2 cars, 3 cars. You don't have anyone, or you have one. Just accept it. That's the way Allah wants it. You are more brilliant than him. You finished in your school together, you graduated together, you are even better, your grade is higher than his own. Because Allah doesn't use that your grade. Some people don't even go to school at all. I see somebody in a mansion just last week, and the person that took me there was telling me that as you are looking at him, people don't even go to school. And those that went to school, they could not even go to bungalow. It's Allah. You have to accept it. You have to, then, if I'm talking to you, you have to accept it. Not that you will not strive and look. You say seek and search. If Allah give you Alhamdulillah, if He don't give you, He give you Al-Jannah, inshallah. And that is the best. That is the best. وقال يا أيها الناس علمنا منطق الطير وأوتينا من كل شيء إن هذا لهو الفضل المبين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us knowledge, and that knowledge is beyond all the knowledge. He talks to birds. And here Imam al-Qurtubi, subhanallah, he stated more than 10 birds, different ones that they communicate. Some of them will come to Suleiman, they will say, Assalamu alaikum ya Nabi Allah. They say, Assalamu alaikum, oh Prophet of Allah subhanahu. They know him. And if he's going, they will be talking to him. You know, here there's where the ants talk to Nabi Suleiman alayhi salam. And sometimes they will come to him, and sometimes they are talking. They do 2 things. Sometimes they communicate among themselves, you don't know. Sometimes they praise Allah. And sometimes they give lecture. Short word. They say, you're going to add do whatever you want to do, one day you must die. And he's singing, you don't know. Maybe you want to even throw, you want to kill this event. And he's talking to you, you don't know. The Suleiman, he knows everything. He said, he said, Allah gave us everything. That's the way he put it. He said, Allah gave us everything. And that tomorrow, inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spare our lives. I will now come and discuss what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him and his father. And he said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us everything. Indeed, this is a real blessing and favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this as a lot of ibadah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless me and bless you. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala grant our request. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين